Hey everybody, Divine Bliss Twin Flame Union here, coming back with another card reading and also another tool from my Spiritual Attractor Factor workbook. We're stepping on into the next step here now from within that. It's going to be ghostly matters to each their own, to whom it may concern. It's in the discernment of each of us from within us. So very cool materials coming forward here, so stay tuned for that. So I'm going to start this video out with a channeling. Just know that I'm a divine channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm a divine channel. I've been channeling for 15 years. Do some channel surfing on the channel. There's lots of information and guidance for the true twin flame collective of energies to come forward as we are here meant to be coming forward from within all of these materials here now, and for the masses here now too as well, I'm hearing. So these materials are for all twin flame counterparts in the energies of just that much more, I'm hearing. So because we are here expanding up and on into whom we have, have come here to become, have come here to be. So just know that all of these materials are being brought forward now to and for the each and the all of us, like for that reason, they're saying for that. So what I do is I get channeled to me, I get the titles channeled to me, I get an impression inside that I see pictures or images that I then use for the thumbprints in my mind's eye, and I also get the overlay of message, whatever they want to put on that, whatever they want in the description box, and also an introduction to the video, which is what I'm going to read to you right now, an introduction to the video that I received just before we came online here. So they said, the video for today. Now here is where we gain access into whom we truly are here being and or manifesting as. And that just means that once you do all take this within, and to then like seek from there, from deep within you, well then, that is where and when that you will begin to see all of this so clearly from within you here. To now then manifest and or to begin to manifest all on out into your own nows here. Because now then, you have done the work to warrant this as so. Then they went on. And then you will now then soon see here too as well. This. That once you do this, and to have as this or in this, as whom you are now becoming, and or have now here become, in and or from within this all. Well, now is when, where, and how then you do begin to see all the more to come forward here for you too then as well, they said. And that is in your own true manifesting powers here of persuasion, so to speak, in the givings of, or in just how you yourself manifests as, or doesn't. Either way, the results are the same, they said, whether you know it or not. You are here manifesting either ways, either for you or against you. It really matters not that you do not know this here stuff. Stuff, always. But really, does it matter here to and for you? Because if it doesn't, well then, you will just continue on here manifesting as you are here now being and doing as so. Since you are not here yet now, opening on up into more here now, or maybe even ever, never kind of thing happening. Either ways, like we said here, the results will be the same. You will be here manifesting one way and or the other. It's just that what you want, you might not get. And that which you do not want, well then, you just may be here in the now here livings of. That's all. And now let's move on into our actual channel session here from the more specific workbook on all of this here stuff online, LOL. So here it goes. Stay tuned in here for more because it is all about to get really weird here on you or from within you. Because you just may not yet be here ready for all of this. But let's just see how far that you can like open up into and to expand your minds from there. But not only your minds, but your very own true heart centers from there now too as well. That is really funny because that specific part of the channeling, the last workbook video that we did, I was thinking about this that was channeled to me on this specific, but I was thinking it was for the other. I was thinking it was for the other video on the first. It was on the workbook. It was on my spiritual attractor factor toolbox. What is my most powerful attractor or tool in my toolbox? Your mind chatter. That was the video prior to this one on the workbook. And I said, there is something about, about this. And now here it is. This is what I remember channeling. And I couldn't remember what I did with it, but it's because it was coming forward in this video here. And so very cool stuff, like they said, just to see how far you can open up on into. So I want to read that one more time so you guys can just take that all in, because I thought it was really pertinent, expansive energy, not energy, but expansive knowings, expansive knowledge, expansive information being brought forward for all of us. So, okay, so they said, so here it goes. Stay tuned in here for more, because it is all about to get really weird here on you or from within you, because you just may not yet be here ready for all of this. But let's just see how far that you can open up into and to expand your minds from there. But not only your minds, but your very own true heart centers from there now too as well. Here we go. All right, let's grab the workbook. This is our second video on the Tools for Life Creation series, My Spiritual Attractor Factor Toolbox. Very cool picture they brought forward for that. It's a treasure box with light inside, with treasures. Okay, so this video is on, secondly, let's get into the discernment of each of us from within. Ghostly matters, to each their own, to whom it may concern. This is the discernment from within each of you as to what or where or whom all of the questions or concerns you have from within you. Okay, where we need to go from here is firstly in the discernment that you truly are a child of God. Each and every one of you. There is no one whom is not. And to think or to be anything but the best is to shy away from God. He, she, who is your creator. The mother, father, whom each of you are in this meant to be. Do you discern this from within you? Question mark. Because if you do not, then this truly is the beginning for you. For if you do not in the least, at least, know in this to be true, well then, we truly are at the very beginning of the road for you. But in this, do not despair, for we are here for each of you in the discernment from within you in this. But it really is you who must do the work for this all to come to be. For nothing will come to be, not until or if you first step up to the plate and to do this from within you firstly. And yes, we understand that we have just repeated all of this once again for all of you, as we will many times, but truly, not if or until you once step up to be and to do this, really and truly, not once are we in this willing to do the same to and for you. So simply decide to be this and to do this, and wow, you will see then just how this shall all come to be here for you in this then. Do it once, and you shall then see in what all is entailed to and for you. And in this will then discern that all of this does indeed, always has, and always will come from within here then firstly. This truly is the peace, love, the light, and the way from within. So then I asked, when I was channeling the book, do you have any further guidance on the materials of ghostly matters? To each their own, to whom it may concern. Yes, Shannon, we do have a little more to say on this concern. And what that is just that sometimes, actually many times, it is more than just your thought process that hinders your work or your progress here. And that is in your concern for others and what all that will mean in your life from them. And what all we are telling you here now then is this. It's just that once and if, when you step up and to be and to do this, well then, don't you think that they too will come around to your way of thinking and being and doing once and if and when they see what you are creating from within you, here and now? And in this, there will never again be more concern for you in this matter. For you have brought them along into the now of your life here and your dreams here. And well, now they are ready, willing, and able to step up and to be and to do this with you as well here then. Do you see how this continually continues to create as well here then? And that is in you first, being the creator of your own reality here now then. And then in this, showing them that in order for you to be and to do this from within this, you can now then show in them to do this same exact identical thing, right? Yes, of course you can. For you have just shown in them just exactly how you yourself did it. Right down to the core. Hook, line, and sinker. And you have come out a better man, woman, child in this. And are doing it for society as a whole as well. As this free thinker and being who creates worlds as he, she wants to. And in this is also bringing this forth to and for all others in creating their very best lives in this here then also. This truly is always the peace, the light, and the way from within you, here now and always. Amen. So I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I love the workbooks. I mean, the creation series of materials is just amazing channel materials that have brought me to the here and now of my life, doing what I am doing here, and have brought me to this peaceful state, this blissful way of being and doing and having from within. And so I am now here teaching and showing all others in just how to do the same, bringing forth the creation series of materials along with these channelings, so that the divine can bring forward all of these teachings in much more, I'm hearing like more dramatic ways of beingnesses, ways that you can then come up and on into from within each your owns, they're saying, from within the each and the all of you, from within your own interior guidance systems within. And so all of these materials are being brought forward to and for you, for that, they're saying, just for that. So come forward and be more and do more and have as more here now. As are from within this true twin flame collective of energies I'm hearing as well now. And then come forward as this true twin flame collective of couples and or in the couplings of, they're saying here now too as well. Because now then you will be like ready to, they're saying. You will have stepped up and on into all of this, and now you'll be here like being garnered and or given from within all of this. And then we'll be, given to as or in this as just so much more, as this true twin flame like power couple, or in the couplings of, they're saying. So oh, the board, they directed me for the board. Okay, sorry, the board, they wanted me to direct you all into what they had to say on the board, which was, let's go one step further and teach you this, that all of this comes to be from deep within you and nowhere else. So I'm going to see if they have a channeling for that. They want to bring anything forward for that. Yes, okay. So they're saying again, so to each your owns only comes to be once you do go within for more, they're saying, because then and only then will you know your own true processings and your own true ways of beingness is from there, they're saying. So do go within for more and more and more, because that's where it all comes from. It comes from deep within you here now and always, they're saying, because there's no better ways than that, they said, because to each your owns is for you alone. Even though we're here to and for the betterment of the alls, they're saying, to each your owns is your own true manifesting processes here now too as well, they're saying, from within the each and the all of this, and or from the each and or from within the each and the all of yous here now too as well, they're saying, from within your own true interior guidance systems within. So to go within for more from there, they're saying. That's all they're saying. It's just to go within for more from there. Okay, so I wanted to do a quick card reading on that. So they said to bring forward Carol and Mrs. Archetype cards, and they would bring forward for us some teachings on these materials and or the true twin flame collective of the energies, whether that be past, present, future energies, and or whether that be in the expansions of whom we've sort of come here to be and or to become, they're saying. So I'm just going to lay the cards. I already shuffled them some, so I'm just going to lay them out and just do some pickings from there where I'm being guided to grab the cards from. So, okay, so they want me to grab this card here. Samaritan, we got for the first one. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. That's the light attribute. The shadow attribute is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help you offer. So Samaritan. Secondly, we're to grab this one, which is slave. Light attribute. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Shadow attribute. Giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Now, haven't we all been there and done that? That's like being that reminds me of being who others want for you to be here, to be and do and have as here. And we're coming forward as from within the true twin flame collective of energies here. The true twin flame collective is coming forth as whom we really and truly are from deep within us, and not what others want us to be and do and have, for them kind of thing. So it's all about being true to yourselves, your own true selves, souls, and the happenings of, and then stepping forward up and on into your own true powers from there, I'm hearing. So very cool card. So I'm being directed to this card next for us. Third is Virgin. Light attribute, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Shadow attribute, fear of intimate union. So there's three, and three more. Okay. This one here. Saboteur. Light attribute highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. Shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior on the desire to undermine others. So that reminds me of self-sabotage, how we many times self-sabotage ourselves because of fear, through fear, because we're afraid to step up and on into whom we really and truly are here, our own true self, souls, and the happenings of I'm here, because we're wanting to be liked, we're wanting everyone to like us as whom we are, but really are we being true to ourselves in being that for others? They're I think not, only in being your own true self, souls, in the happenings of as to whom you are from deep within you, your own true heart's desires of, your own true self, souls of, they're saying, only then will you come up and on into your owns here as these true magic manifestor magicians as such, because until then you're stifling whom you really and truly are now here are, they're saying. So come up and on into whom you really and truly are here now. Then and only then can you expand up and on into just so much more from within each of these materials here now too as well. Each of these ways of beingness is here now, they're saying, because these ways of beingness has come forward from within these unique and exacting materials, they're saying, the creation series of materials. Your own unique ways of beingness has come forward to and for you to help you then, to garner you up and on forward into just so much more from within that here now as well, they're saying. So I'm getting that this is the next card for us. Rebel. Light attributes, challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Shadow attributes, rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. Okay, rebel, a rebel rebelling. Okay, last but not least, sixth card, I was guided on into this one. Light attributes, nurturance, patience, unconditional love, joy in giving birth to life. Shadow attributes, smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Yeah, not a good way to be, right? Nobody wants to be stifled as to whom they really and truly are from deep within them. I mean, nobody wants to be told who to be and to do and to have. from within. So like you are stifling their independence by being and doing that. So I'm also feeling like this is going to be a progression somehow from within these cards. And so we're just going to let the divine take care of that. And I'm just going to step aside as I always do and see what information and guidance I have or I could get for each of all of us here. So first card we have is Samaritan. Okay, so they're saying, don't look to others for your pot of gold. Find your rainbow within. Okay, so I just want to tell you a real quick story on that. Many years ago now, it's probably about 13, 14 years ago now, I'd say 13 years, 13 and a half maybe. I was guided to open up a holistic healing center in my hometown. And the name of the business was Lucky Charm Health and Wellness Center. Don't look to others for your pot of gold, find your rainbow within. And that don't look to others for your pot of gold, find your rainbow within actually came from a psychic medium who said something to me like, you're going to open up this holistic healing center. And I said, yeah, no, I don't think so because, I just didn't think at the time that would fly where I was living. And so she said, it's going to have something to do with like a continuous rainbow. And it's going to be like, don't look to others for your happiness. Like find it, don't look to the end of your life for happiness or something. Find it through your life or something. And then as I was working at a job that I was at before I opened up my holistic healing center and helping others to create what they wanted in their lives and to get rid of, to lose what they no longer, to release what they no longer want in their life at that point in time in my life. I was working at a place that I didn't necessarily feel that was doing good work. Doing good work meaning doing benefiting others, not in an egotistical kind of way that was all about greed. I don't know how else to say that. And so I wanted to open up a place that was actually there to help people and not just be after their money, to actually step up and not just pretend to be there, helping them with their wants and needs to manifest in their lives what they want, and not for financial reasons. And so that's why that health and wellness center was opened. But it all came from there. The don't look to others for your pot of gold, find your rainbow within. And so when I actually got that message, it was like, oh my God, that's exactly what the psychic said, just in a different way. And so I knew that was my sign and signal. And so from there, I went to find the office, and the office had feathers everywhere in front of it. And so I knew I had found home there. I knew I had found the place that I was supposed to open up that health and wellness center at that point in time in my life. So that was part of my process, part of my journey. And then from there, I went down to Campbell, California to train with Sylvia Brown to become a spiritual hypnotherapist, which then, expanded, my life expanded from there into so much more different things. Went in for my Bachelor of Science in Metaphysics. And then I actually even took her teachings on to become a minister of Sylvia's as well. So I never did go that far into it, but I did finish the teachings. I did graduate from the teachings of all of that. So that was a very cool time in my life as well. A lot of expansion, a lot of learning and living and expansion as I was channeling the materials and doing all of this as a single mom. So it was busy. And it's been busy this whole 15 years since I started channeling all of these materials and all of the books and everything that's come through. So anyways, let's get on with the channeling here. Samaritan. So let's just keep going forward. So they had just started with the don't look to others for your pot of gold, find your rainbow within. So they're like, so now that you've grabbed your own bull by the horns in that way, meaning you've gone within, you don't look to others for your pot of gold, find your rainbow within. Now that you've grabbed your own bull by the horns and gone within to do and to be, as so here they're saying, as this like light being and or light ways of beingnesses, meaning that you have and or want to come forward, to and for the betterment of the alls. They're saying like from within this all, you are then being garnered to and are given to from there, they're saying. because now you've stepped up as this like Samaritan, as this like, as this good soul, as this light being, these ways of beingness. You've stepped up and you've stepped up and stood up and into all of this, they're saying, as whom you are being directly and divinely guided to from deep within you, as you've gone within to be and to do so and to have as so here now too as well, they're saying. So just do know that all of this does always come to be from deep within you, as they said on the board, always from deep within you, nowhere else, nowhere else. That's very cool. Second card was slave. So they're like, as you continue on down like this boardwalk of life here, they're saying, then as you continue on down this boardwalk of life here, and are being given and or garnered to from there, they're saying, like as you keep taking the steppings from deep within you, as to what is right and true for you from deep within you, as you like keep taking the steppings from there, from deep within you, always, because these are your own truths, lights, and ways from deep within you. As you are being given and or garnered to from deep within you, like nothing else will do. Nothing else will do from there, they're saying, because now you know your own true ways of the West. You know what is right and true for you from deep within you. And so nothing else will do. No one else's reasonings will do for you, they're saying, because now you've taken your own bull by the horns, and now like you're reaching within for more, and you're wanting more, and you're being and you're doing and having as more. And so why would you like stifle yourself back there, they're saying? You won't, because now you've stepped up and on into more, as whom you really and truly are here to be and to do and to have as, or from within this as. And that just means that as you've stepped up and on into all of this, as whom you really and truly are from deep within you, they're like, again, it just doesn't get any better than that. Because now you're being and doing here as you, as only you. You've like taken off the masks. You don't want to be here as anyone else but you, period. Exclamation point. They're like, that's it. You want to be here as you and no one else. And you're not willing to listen to what others want for you to be for them, they're saying. And so it just doesn't get any better than that, they're saying. As you come forward as that, and be here as that, and do here as that, and have here as that, they're like, wow then, whoa then. They're like, look the hell out, because it just doesn't get any better than that. And you're in the expansions of more from there, they're saying. Even if it just, it doesn't get any better than that, but you're in the expansions of more and more and more from there to now as well, they're saying. So very cool. Then we got Virgin. Okay, so they're saying, so come forward as this true light being and or in the ways of beingness of, which just means that as you've stepped up and on into your own true self souls in the light processings of, they're saying, like your divine light from deep within you is like being stoked and or stroked from deep within you as to more, meaning that you are garnering and or being given information, guidance, true guidance, ways of beingness in which to then expand or expel yourself up and on forward into more from within. And you're like, you're knowing more, you're being here as more, you're doing here as more, your light is expanding as more. Because you are now here being your own true self souls in the happenings of. You are being your own true lights. You are being your own true self souls lights of, like, whom you really and truly are from deep within you. And again, they're like, it doesn't get any better than that. They're like, you've been there, done that other stuff. You've been there, done that, to and for others, as to what and whom others wish and want and need for you to be for them, they're saying. And that it just doesn't fly anymore, they're saying. That just doesn't fly anymore with you. Because now you're being here as you, and whom you are being divinely and directly and intuitively guided to be and to do and to have from there, they're saying, as these true light ways of beingnesses of. You're from within your own true self souls and the happenings of. So all of this comes to be from deep within you. So you are here now being and doing as you, as whom you want to be here as, or from within you as to what feels to be right and true for you from deep within you. Because now you are going to be here manifesting from within that as that. And that just means that, whoa then, wow then, they're saying, like, as you begin to manifest as that from deep within you, like they're like, wow then, you have no idea what's coming back to and for you from within that. Because you are here now being as this magic manifestor magician in these ways, or from within these ways of beingness of. And so they're like, wow, like look out, look out. It doesn't get any better than that. Look out, because all of these different ways that you were just don't fly anymore. They don't fly because now you are being here as your own true self, souls, and the happenings of. You are no longer being here as anyone else wishes and wants and needs for you to be here now for them. They're like, you're done with that. That's over and done. Now we're stepping up on into the next three cards. I'm feeling like those are done. Now we're into this. Saboteur. Okay, so now they're like, okay, Shannon, so now to each your owns. Now comes to be from there, they're saying. So now once you've reached your own true pinnacle peaks of successes from deep within you, meaning you've gone within to do so, to be here as so, and to now here be stepping that, and or in these steppings of, they're saying. Well then, as you are here manifesting as that, or from within this as that, from within these true twin flame steppings of, and or in the occasions of, they're saying, because from within these like specific engagements and or these ways of beingnesses, these true lights of the Lord from deep within you is all here, are coming forward as just that much more, as these like spectacular light beings, these ways of beingnesses, which then are now like being garnered and are given to you from there, from the divine, from there. And you are here now like no longer sabotaging your lives. Like they're like you're here as these magic manifestor magicians, now creating what you want in your lives, no longer in the creation of that which no longer serves the person you've become or the people you've become. Because from within this all, you've now stepped up and on into just so much more from within that, and or each of these materials here now, from within each of these ways of beingnesses, these true ways of beingnesses, these light ways of beingnesses, in which you have now here come forward as just that much more from within, and are now here like seeking to search from within, because now you know the true difference between what was and what is to come to be from there. Because now you are here in the livings of just that much more from there now too as well. And so as you graduate up and on into just so much more, you are here then now in the livings of that. As you do come on forward to and for the betterment of the alls here now too as well, they're saying, because like it's all about that here now too as well. It's not just about your own true self, souls, and the happenings of, but you're here now too as a collective, and are in the collectives of, which just means that you are here being and doing like as a group, as a team, as these true twin flame team players, they're saying, because now you're coming forth as just so much more, and are now being given and garnered to as or from within that as that much more, or from within each of these teachings as just that much more, from within the each of yous individually as a whole here, as it was always meant to be and to do and to have from within, they're saying, because these are the true ways of the West that you've always all known from deep within you, that are now coming forward to and for you from within the discernment of you here now too as well, they're saying, because now and only then, when you are ready for this, will you then reach within for more and grab your own bull by the horns, and then like take this on as more, and then expand up and on into this as just that much more. But then and only then will you be here then like teaching all of this. Be here they're like in the expectations of just that much more. Because now you are here like manifesting as that. And as you are coming forward as these true majestic manifestors, they're saying, well then you are being given and are garnered too from there now too as well, from within this higher state and or ways of beingnesses, from within which you have graduated up and on into from there, they're saying. So just to know that all of this does come to be from deep within you. Again, the board from deep within you always. So there's no other ways than that, they're saying. That's just the way that it is, the way that was always meant to be, always supposed to be. Period, exclamation point. Rebel or rebel? Rebel. Need one more drink here before we go on further. Okay, so they're saying, okay, Sean, so as you are coming forward, as these like true and exacting guiding lights, they're saying, as these light ways of beingnesses, as these like light posts, well then, you are like not only being directed to from deep within you, but you are here then now directing all others from within their own selves, their own true self souls here now too as well. Because now as you stand up as this shining example, they're saying, of these different ways of beingnesses, of these more expanded ways of beingnesses, these light ways of beingnesses, well then, you are here now, you are now being here as these like projectors of, to and for you, from within you, as to just so much more. And then and only then will you be here then like being given and or garnered to from there now too as well, as you come forward as these true twin flame like teachers of sorts, whom are here then now progressing up and on forward into just so much more from within these true twin flame templates, they're saying. Because now and only then have you graduated up and on into just so much more from within your own true ways of beingnesses, which have then been like expanded from there, they're saying. Expanded and or expelled from there. Because now you are like showing up as this and or that. Okay. And so you're like they're like you're rebelling like as a society, as your own true society here, because now you are stepping up and on into things that no longer serve like that community. Like you're no longer serving the world in a way that no longer serves you, they're saying. You're no longer serving in a way that no longer serves you. You are now here to and for the betterment of the alls here, yes, they're saying. To and for the good of the alls always. But you are also here to and for the betterment of your own true self souls and the happenings of, which just means now that you are what matters here. Your own true self souls and the happenings of, not what others wish, want, and need for you to be here now too for them. Like they're for us, the each and the all of us. That we are here as these energetic light beings, these ways of beingness, which are then now coming forward as like these shining examples to and for the betterment of the alls, because like that's what was meant to be. That is what was always supposed to come forth as, they're saying. Like you were all here to be and to do this as that, they're saying, as these shining examples, these light ways of beingnesses, to then come forward to and for the masses from within this all. And from within that, sometimes like you're not so popular, saying you're not going to be the popular ones from within the norm of societies here, they're saying. So, but just continue on to be and to do and to have from within that here now as well, because they're like, you are shining as your own true light, as your own true lights here. So like, why would you want to be anything but that anyways, they're saying. So just come forward as whom you really and truly are here now, in the happenings of just so much more from deep within you, from within your own true heart centers, your own true lights from within. And then and only then will you be here like as this escapade, or in the escapades of just so much more. Because from within each of you comes to be these like true lights of escapades, which just means that these energetic light sources and or ways of beingnesses come to be from deep within you, as to where and or how you are each shining your lights as, which just means that you come forward as these true energetic beings, these ways of beingnesses in different ways from within these light ways of beingness, as you expand up and on into just so much more from within, which just means that from within these exactings and or in the light coatings of, they're saying, like, you change colors from within your own ways of beingnesses. You become these different light ways and or in the coatings of, they're saying. And then we can see you as that. We can see you here now being as that, as whom you really and truly are here now in the expectations of. Because now you are here being these energetic channelers, these ways of beingnesses, whom are like energetically channeling all that you wish and or do desire here for or from within you, from within your own true lives here, which just means that what you wish and or do want for, you then become. And that which you do that then now here become and or are here being as, you then are in the expectations of here now. And once you like come forward in that here now too as well then we are here now like shining the light down on you from within the each and the alls of you, from within all of that here now too as well. As these energetic light ways of beingnesses, these different frequencies and or light coatings of, they're saying, in the light coatings of just so much more, they're saying, from within these energetic light frequencies and or in the coatings of. And that just means that as you shine your own true lights, souls, like in the majesties of, or in these true directions of, or in whom you were always meant here to be and or to do as from within you. And you have like expanded up and on into that and have just become that and are here now being as that. Well then, now then they're saying you can become even just that much more, because now, like you've been shown all the ways of the West, all of your own true ways of the West from deep within you. And so now you can expand yourselves up and on into just so much more from within each of these exacting light coatings and or in the frequencies up here now too as well, because you will have become these energetic light ways of beingnesses and or these energetic coatings of, and or these ways of beingnesses in which you can now then like expect and expand up and on into like yourselves on your own here, they're saying. Because up until now, like we've been here to help you, but by then you know how to do this on your own. You're here being and doing this on your own here now then, because now you can, they said, like now you can be and do and have from within all of this as just that much more from within your own true self souls in the happenings of, because like now you've like taught yourself all of the true ways of the West from deep within you. And so now you can like do it on your own. You can be here and do all of that here now too, they're saying, as these true master manifestor magicians as such. You can be and do and have from within all of this or all of that as to each your own's progresses to or from within, which just means that as you expand up and on into more from there, well then, like the sky's the limit in your own happenings of, which just means that you can decide from there what all you want to be and do and have from there, from within each of these true and exacting happenings of, or in the ways of beingnesses of, which just means that you can like expand or expel up and on into just so much more. But then from within these frequencies and or in the light coatings of, you can like go up and on further and up and on further and up and on further, like, and you no longer need the help of the divine to be and to do so from within these like energetic light ways of beingnesses of, because like you've become that. You've already become that. You've surpassed all that you ever could have possibly imagined that you could be and or would be here, being and or doing as that. And so now it's like, they're like, it just doesn't get any better than that. Like, it's such a progression. It's such a progression. It's such a process to just keep on keeping on, just keep on expanding and going forward into more and more and more. Like your true heart's desires in the possessions of, they're saying like, whatever you want to be, like we've been saying all along, they're like, you could be, do, and have whatever you want. Like the truth is yours to be, they're saying. The truth is yours to be. Expand on into it, and you can become it. Like, period, exclamation point. Last but not least, Mother. So now from within each of these materials here now, they're saying, you have and are expanding like as never before, they're saying, because now you are being shown all of the true ways of the West from deep within you. But now from within this, your own expansion process, they're saying, you then begin upon your own true twin flame journeys within, which just means that as you've come on board here and have been like taking these teachings on and or and or are in the steppings of from deep within you, as you are being given and or garnered to from deep within you, like from the divine, from the other side. They're saying, like, well then, now you will know from deep within you as to what and whom is right and true for you. So to listen, just to listen intently to your own interior guidance systems as to what is right and true for you, because then you'll know where to go from there. And that's in the mothering and the nurturing from deep within you. Mother God. You're going to know from deep within you, like, that's home, as to what is right and true for you from home. So pay attention to what home is guiding you to be and to do and to have from within, because that's where your home is. Oh, wow, that's very cool. Okay, I'm just going to leave it at that. I really like that. And you know, as I'm saying that, I did some channeling on that in a previous video, and there's one of the titles or one of the passageways, it talks about that being home, and now they're reiterating it here, and it's just like, that was the first time I had heard that like that, and now they're saying it again. They're reiterating the same thing as what they were saying in that passageway that they sent. And I don't know if it was either a title or it was like an overlay on one of the videos, or it was in one of the channelings. And I love it when they do that, when I'm, you know, just so not expecting it, because it's such validation for me as well as a channel that all of these things are coming forward as they should be. Because let's face it, you know, we are all human beings, and we all do, you know, many times, you know, I would never want to come from a place of ego. Would never want to bring forward anything that was not right and true for anyone. You know, I used to struggle with that as the materials were coming forward. Some things I would just like, because if I wasn't sure it was divine materials coming through, if I wasn't sure that the divine was speaking through me for all of you, or for a client or whatever, then it was in the garbage, because I never wanted to, you know, bring forward information that wasn't true for a client or for anyone else for that matter. Because that is just not who I am, and that is not what I am here to do or to be as. And so, anyways, that was very cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's channeling, today's reading, and also what was brought forward in the second workbook, because there's some really cool stuff to come. The next discernment is in who you truly are. So very cool stuff coming forward. So stay tuned in for more. Everybody have a spectacular week or weekend. I'm not sure when this specific video is being posted. So please remember to share, like, and subscribe for anyone who wants to be in the expansions of just so much more from within their own true lives here. Whether that be the true twin flame collective of energies, and the counterpart, and or the counterparts I'm hearing, and or from within the masses, who wants to step forward from within their own true twin flame mastery, and or in the self mastery of the masses here now too as well, I'm hearing. So take care. Bye for now. We'll talk soon.